As a wise man once said, there are limits to what a solar player can do. This really does look like Kirito's outfit. Hey everybody, welcome back to more Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we did our bonding events for our second ever free day, and this time we'll be wrapping up our free day by just talking to people, getting to know the populace of the world a little bit more. Well, you're a pest, but so what? That's not what defines who you are as a person. You know, well, the choices you make, the path you choose. At least, that's the way I've always seen it. So just be sure to take some time and think about the choices you make. Oh, and if you ever want any advice, you know where I'll be. Tobo's pretty cool, even if I'm not the biggest fan of him in combat, just because he is a little bit of a, he's kind of a worse Elliot. All things considered, a little bit better for the worse magically. He's not good. He's a cool character. Those foot baths are really great. Just one little dip and your whole body warms right up. Maybe we'll get Sharon to join me next time. She'd probably find some way to summon you because she's Sharon and she is overpowered. That really is just about it. She's just overpowered. I went to Clover the other day to buy a book, find the wrong one. Shitty me! It worked out in the end, which because this book is actually quite interesting. I think I might get the next volume even. You should try reading it yourself. I think you become a fan. Hey? Wait. What? This was not in my guide. Okay. I was not expecting that. That's not in the guide that I have. Sorry, that's not what I remember. Totally not just looking at that. I look up a guide to get the 100% stuff because some of it is a little bit weird and out of the way. I can't put into words just how relieved I wish to hear that Lord Teo is awake. I've known your father since you were a young lad, man. I'm truly proud to have, too. He should be the very model of a man a noble should be. Good to hear he's awake. I knew he'd come through eventually. Thanks, Gizmo. That's a great name, by the way. Lord Schwartz is alright, ain't the jollies. I knew she'd never abandon him, I just knew it. Lord, I think you've had more than enough to drink. Never, I'm a celebrating. You can't celebrate without a drink or three. Alright, fine, just try to have something that you black out, okay? Yeah, that's... Okay, there isn't a child here, they're both outside. I do love Teo of all people, never kicked the bucket that easily, but I'm still happy to know he's awake. It's just one I can spend some time with drunken lords. I got some of the strong stuff for him. Are you really imbibing him? Don't recommend that I try the coffee here. I can see exactly why. The beans themselves are fairly standard, but the roasting method that you're using has given them a wonderful aroma. Coffee this good pairs perfectly with all these chess game transcriptions I've been reading. Wait, you're reading up games that you're reading up on games other people play? You must really love your chess. You can say that. I like to think I got better ever since joining the lower class chess club too, but I haven't played in a long time. Reading records like this might be fun, but it's no match for the real thing. Also, yes, he does in fact wear 2 pairs of glasses. I mean, one of them's around his neck, so it's not actually that bad, but you get the point. Kinda cringe, man. We'll live away from the Empire for a month, so I'm kinda surprised by how much I miss it. What a great town to come back to. This village holds a lot of memories for Class 7, I can certainly say that. How do you feel that way? Given that the people here are being gracious enough to host us again, I'd like to give them something in return. What he said? He decided exactly what. Guys is he's a very crafty man. In terms of, like, good at making crafts, not well, I mean, he also is a bit crafty. But he's a pretty decent painter, from what we saw in Girls Club 1. I should send something over to some mansion as a gift to celebrate old tales for cavalry. Completely unrelated, but looking at you reminded me that shadow who you brought back seems somehow special. But every movement seems to suggest she's more than a maid. Perhaps I'm just overlooking things, however. She's far more skilled than the average maid, that's for sure. Thank you, but no, then. For now. Congratulations on reuniting with yet more of your classmates, Masters Doreen. They're not just classmates, they're friends. Thanks to that, we now have 4 new guests staying here at the Phoenix Wings. I'm always happy to have more. I'm sure it won't be long before many of you depart again. But I will do as best as I can to serve you in the meantime. If you flub your line, just say something that seems similar enough, and you can fake it till you make it. I'm so glad Lord Schwarzer's finally woken up. They will jump for joy right in front of some guests when she heard the news. Betting you can let her off that just this once. I feel like doing the same myself, to be honest. Wow. How unprofessional. She should get fired immediately. There's no room for being fancy, being emotional. What is this nonsense? Disgusting. I'm helping Lisa out with making medicine. I always lend a hand when I see someone in need. That's what you always say, then you end up getting distracted. You are so going to regret saying that. Now, you listen here, Vinny. I do appreciate her trying to help Dad out. No one's really been trying to pitch in for him. Oh, that smells lovely. That's the munch you made with those ASCII beads I gave you, right? It smells really good. Hey, Rini, where's mine? I don't have one for you. Some things just never change. You know what? Okay, I'm with Maple on that one. That's a little bit cruel. Your father's condition has significantly improved. He's on the mend now. That's not to say he's completely in the clear. He still needs to rest to avoid making his condition worse again. As long as he does that, it should only be a matter of days before he's up and about again. Oh my god, I can take the astounded by just how strong a man he is. Yeah, Reen's father is so badass. Reen's father rules. I was about to talk about voice actors, but I'm actually going to say that for the next time because we'll have met most of the characters by then, I do believe. So I can get all the voice actors off. This spot's got the best view of the whole town you can get. Now, what am I gonna play today? It's not much of a spot where you can snowboard around here. That sounds like it could be kind of fun. You're just letting yourself at home. Thank you, Badoo. Badoo is best boy. I love Badoo. I must admit, I found that training incredibly rewarding. Now with exercise, you should eat something nutritious and take a rest. Nothing will spoil your appetite for tonight's dinner, of course. Nothing that will do that. You know what? I can't read. I've never learned how to read. It's something that is foreign to me. Reading is allergic. Me am. Karen kindly volunteered to take over the house for me. Please, sir, I'm free to sit and talk with your father as much as I please. That being said, I may be free of my usual duties for now. I have plenty of your fathers to take on in this place. I don't doubt that. I can't imagine how exhausted you must be right now, Mom. Just try not to overdo it, okay? It was so sweet, but don't you worry. I'm perfectly fine. The only has happened since that day, no. But as far as where Elise and Princess Alphen have been taking, I fear we're still none the wiser. Nothing good comes from impatience. All I can do is take things one step at a time. I suppose you're right. Now on that note, you need to take your recovery one step at a time. Get some sleep, Yeah, he just got mommed. Even though she's... No, it's fine. Mom is a mom is a mom. Yeah, I was not expecting the Gambler Jack Chapter 2 right now because, yeah, my guide says that that's not available for a while, but, you know, that's right here, which now is actually worrying me because I don't know if I've missed Chapter 4 somewhere already, because I might have. I very well might have. I am incredibly worried about this, but, well, can't really do anything about that now. I totally did miss it. I absolutely did miss it. God damn it. No, I definitely grabbed that. I definitely grabbed that book from the Zender Gate, Officer Elgrim. The guy, one of the people on the bottom level. I definitely grabbed that. Whatever, it's fine. I am not gonna bother going back all that way. No, I'm not gonna bother going back all that way. So... if I can find a way to somehow magically get the, Chapter 4 in there, you'll see that here, but that'll be something I figure out later. I definitely grabbed that, though. I'm not going to get screwed out of 100% completion because I missed another book. I'll go back and look at it. If I didn't actually grab it, I will show a clip, right now of where you grab it, who you grab it from, what he says. No commentary, of course, because that would just be an overlay on there, but I know for certain I grabbed that, but whatever. We'll go and rest. We still
you went up
do
a
get
rank.
a full rank up, however.
Here's a little something from the
Getting
guild.
the true gladiator headband, dragon vein,
Nice work.
and well, I already spoiled it. We're good enough for
You should be proud of yourself.
We'll go into what those items do later on. Good morning, everyone. Did you sleep well? We did, thank you. And I think I can speak for everyone when I say that was just what we needed to take on the day. Breakfast was delicious, too. I'm kind of jealous of you, Reen. Really? It would have been impossible if not for Sharon. She's been an incredible help these past couple of days. She's taught me a few new tricks in the kitchen. Also, cooking has been rather fun with her around. Oh, the pleasure's been all mine. It's been a wonderful opportunity to learn more about the local dishes. I simply can't wait to treat each and every one of you to the new recipes I've picked up after some additional practice. I don't even need the practice, Sharon. Just don't forget that this isn't your home, okay? You're overstepping your bounds. But of course. Incidentally, how is Baron Schwartz? As much of a relief it was to see him up and about again, he doesn't seem to be back to his old self yet. I'm afraid not, and you won't be the only one who's noticed either. Father Bernard said as much when he came by as well. For now, he needs to focus on getting his strength back. He wants to take things one step at a time, but as long as he eats well and gets plenty of rest, I'm told he'll be fine. Glad to hear it. So am I. Just please tell him not to try and rush things. You know how he is, Mom. No need to tell me. I heard you just fine myself. Shouldn't you be resting, darling? What did I literally just say? You should get back to bed, Dad. Not to worry, my injuries have entirely closed up at this point, so a little trip down the stairs won't kill me. If anything, I've been unsteady on my feet after all that sleeping. But you can't fault me for wanting to see my son and his friends off, can you? You couldn't forgive your old man for playing tough just this once. Well, if it is just this once, if you must, you can clearly see what Reen takes after. Ain't that the truth? I don't doubt for a moment you'll find your classmates and bring them back here safely. So go out there and do it. Go, and walk the path you want to take through these turbulent times. You may not know what that path is just yet. So long as you're together, you'll find something to guide you in the right direction. Thanks, Dad. I'll be back before you know it. Until then, I'll leave everything here in your capable hands. I won't let you down. Good luck, son. Shall we get going? We're gonna go see Valley at the end of the valley, right? Now we need to use the spirit path again to travel and ease our way in. We need to figure out who's going and who's going to be I'll make that decision to you, Master Reen. Yeah, I agree. Let's make sure we've taken care of everything before we I cannot read. As for the people that we will be bringing, I have alluded to this a little bit before. I will be bringing Marcus along. I will also be bringing along Elisa, because she is one of my favorite characters, both in combat and as a character. And we will also be bringing along Sharon, because she is the new member of the party. I have de-equipped everyone's quartz. That's the word I'm looking for already. But I will be de-equipping all of the items as well. I'll sort through, depends. Either I'll sort through the items between episodes, well, actually, I'll definitely do it between episodes, but whether or not that's before or after the loop. Also, Reen, I am given detection, and two most useful ones there.
I'm really glad your dad woke up. Wasn't he super cool when he was fighting all those scary people? If I can be as strong as him when I'm all grown up, then I can help protect everyone here, too.
I change his voice every time to make it even worse and worse. But that's fine. Guess what? The cable car's finally back in business. I'll have to wait for this day. We've got the list of things we need all ready to go. I'll have to get Luke to take it down the mountain and deliver it to the usual guys. People are saying the cable car is finally working again. We've been all waiting for this day for a long time. Now we can finally restock. You can't run a shop without stuff to sell after all. Oh, customers will be so delighted. I'm gonna give Luke the list of stock we want. My hubby hasn't seen it, of course. He just complained like he usually does if he did. I'm hunt for materials that can improve my fishing tackle. My rod and net the way they are. Catching that fish I spotted earlier is nothing more than a mere pipe dream. It appears to have to make my own improvements by hand, though. So yeah, if you did not talk to Annabelle yesterday in order to get the excellent rod, do that now. Finally got the cable car up running again. That's one problem solved. Life's about to get a whole lot easier around here. We have to find the rest of our classmates, right? Good luck. Thanks, Luke. Luke's cool. Not basic, but cool. I'll be continuing the repairs on the open-air hot spring today. It's ready to be used again before long. I'll be ready for the good show once that time comes. Wow, how convenient that everything is happening right as we get the last members of our party. Wow. What's up, Kiki? I just woke up, but I'm still tired. Well, you were up playing in the snow all day yesterday. You don't have to be up just yet. Go back to bed. Counting me back then. Alright, alright. He's a cool dad. He's a very cool dad. There's a lot of cool dads in the series. Why are you sweeping the snow? That is useless. Father Bernard tells me he traveled around the continent during his younger years as part of his training. He says the experience was very fulfilling and enlightening one, too. I'm sure it must have been a challenge, but I believe that experience is part of what made him the man he is today. I would love to have the opportunity to do what he did one day. I mean, we're getting to do that right now, so it's... I was about to say, oh, I wish we could do that. We are. We're departing on our next journey, then. Do take care. Be careful not to become too complacent. I can only imagine the Alliance will be much more on guard for you now. You have obstructed them in not one, but 2 regions of the country, after all. That's true. I'll keep that in mind, Father. I understand that I have nothing more to say. I'll be wishing you well and awaiting your safe return. Thanks, Dad Bernard. Thanks, Daddy Bernard. Oh my god, thank you, Daddy Bernard. Oh, I should not have done that one. Why'd I do that? You'll be traveling to Kreutzen province, yes? The Jaegers were sent here by its ruling lord. I can't say I think too well of him or his province at the moment. Do take care if you must go there. I wanted nothing more than to see you return from there safe and sound. Pearl's been working here for years now. She's a real veteran now. I'm so envious now, just because of that though. That's ridiculous. Oh, oops, that's ridiculous. I just want time to refuse and I'm sure I'll be able to close the gap. You're with me on this, right, Weenie? Well, are you? I think it's a good way to answer, so I'm gonna stay silent. What a pleasant spectacle. That is another thing. I do like the banter between a lot of the characters. Rena is very good at being the butt of jokes. It's something I like to see in a main character. You have to find more of your classmates, I believe. So I know what I'll be doing for the next 2 days, and you start planning a spectacular meal for you upon your return. So, I don't know if I just kind of like glazed over this when we were going through before, but like, journey's taking multiple days? I don't get it, because like, especially for this one it says, you know, oh, Velma's gonna need to take a day to recover. But like, we spent like 5 days. Which, it's still not much time, true, but like, come on. It's more than 1 day. 5 is a greater number than 1. Aww, what a wholesome relationship. I'm perfectly fine now. Leave everything in the village to me. And I suppose I am to return to my duties. My biggest regret is how much work I've caused your mother this whole time. She fell asleep sitting down, didn't she? Yeah, she must have been beside herself with... That's, herself with... What? She must have been beside herself with that's been going on, but she stayed strong as ever. That's a weird sentence. Have a safe journey, son. Praying to the gods for you to be reunited with your classmates. Back soon. Most of them have separate beds. Which is... no judging. That's just how some people do be. But, you know what? We're gonna end things off a little bit on a relaxed note. We're gonna end things off with us just chilling out in the footpath. So, next time, we'll be heading off towards the Legram to meet our final, to reunite with our final 3 classmates. But until then, see you guys later.